We're here for another All 22 Tuesday. Keith Grabowski of USA Football, Charlie Coiner of First Down Playbook, and Zach Dunn of USA Football. And we're looking at LSU's bunch fold versus Auburn.
Yeah, Keith, and I drew this one up this week. We highlighted LSU against Florida a couple weeks ago. And, first of all, the LSU-Auburn game was a tremendous game to watch. And I think that the theme of, just a lot of power football teams showing up this time of year and establishing themselves as somebody that not only is going to, be great in the RPO game, great using the whole 53 1/3 of the field, but also just being strong enough to where you're going to wear down a good football team like Auburn. And that's what LSU did. So this play right here was a touchdown, I think, that maybe put LSU up. It was very close. And the ball was actually on about the 6-yard line. And the thing that jumped out to me here, and Auburn did not get lined up right. I've actually lined up 91, the end or tackle or whatever you want to call it, over on the offense's left, just to show you where he probably should have been. But the thing that jumped out to me is that we watched Burrow the other day, stare down the Florida safeties, and here you are in the red zone against Auburn. And you'll see on this play that essentially they're in a bunch. They've got the tight end sealing off the backside. Now, he ended up getting up on the safety because they lined up wrong. But the point blocked number 6 for Auburn, and they wrapped their number 6 inside for number 20. So in that period of time, really, as the quarterback is staring down the corner and the safety, their feet are in concrete right there. Not a lot they can do at that point, knowing that LSU, obviously has the RPO game. It could have been a slant or a little seam ball by 6. It even could have been a slam release by number 2 of LSU to a fade outside. If 13 or 20 trigger on this too soon. So not to make too much of it, but I just believe that if you're Alabama, or if you're Texas A&M or any of the teams that LSU's got to play for the rest of this year, and you're in the red zone, it goes back to exactly what I was talking about with Kansas State a second ago. This play right here is going to it's going to be a play that you can't assume is a run or a pass each time. You're going to have to play it like an RPO, even though it is or is not. Let's take a look at it. So you can see right there, they had the call wrong. 91 is running over here. He should have been lined up over there where that tight end is. Now you can see the tight end, bless the safety's heart. He gets up on. They get 2 people up on him, so he has no chance. But even if that tackle or end, whatever you want to call it, is over there, let's go to the end zone copy, Zach, and let's watch Burrow in his eyes. Just like he did with the Florida safeties. I mean, they're doing a tremendous job down at LSU, I think, right there, of keeping safety support out of that thing and freeze it right in the mesh. I mean, if you're a safety or a corner right there, I don't know how you pull that trigger, because this wrap guy, Keith, I mean, he's up on that safety. He could just as easily go right across his face or maybe in the seam. And I feel like that maybe the same thing could happen with the point guy, number 2 for LSU. He could, he doesn't necessarily have to do what he does. He can actually put his hands on that guy and then release to the fade ball.
It's one of those things, Charlie, you have the perceived threat because of some other things that you do in your offense. And now because of those things, it becomes a weapon for you, right? Even though we know, looking at the play, there's no RPO on here. It's a run all the way. The defense, it's tough to discern that in a split second when you need to and fill. And it's really just a matter of a step right here. I mean, this guy has one more step where he doesn't hesitate. He's making the tackle.
No doubt. And Auburn is all up in whoever made the incorrect strength call, or 91 just for not getting a strength call. But I'm telling you, all the tight ends got to do is tie him up in the same play. So, now I think, we talk about, and we'll talk about this tomorrow in Trends Day, I think that there's a whole lot more of make it look like an RPO, but this is what we're calling going on out there right now. Now, don't get me wrong. There's, we see RPOs every game, but I think there's a whole lot of this going on right here where as long as you're freezing that safety in the run game, then more power to you. And daggone well that if the threat of pass is not there, that safety right there is triggered. He's taught to right now. He's triggered. He's gonna make that play in the hole right there, and you're right, one step difference. And you can bet Alabama and Texas A&M and some of these other good teams that are playing LSU will be working their butt off on this, trying to get ready for it. Every time we do one of these plays here, it shows up in FirstDown Playbook. And if you want to go in and edit that play and put it in your system, you can. We're getting at that point in time of the year now where guys are coaches are coaches. They're either going to ask you to leave or you're going to get another opportunity. So all of our customers have a full playbook that they can take with them, and they can edit this as they move. But you can find everything that we do at firstdownplaybook.com. And if you want to look at what we do on a daily basis, absolutely for free, it's at blog.firstdownplaybook.com.